Alright, let me name you my 10 favorite concerts that I've been to in my life.
My name is not Sven, it is Martin, ja.
So I got a request from a person to list my 10 favorite rock concerts, because obviously I've been to Sweden Rock for many years. The problem is, though, I don't actually go to... I mean, I go to the shows, but I don't see the entire concert for most of the time. Maybe some of the headliner. But because I work there, I haven't, like... I've passed by, I filmed some, I listened to a couple of songs. But this list will cover when I've been to the entire show. Glad we have that settled. And it will not only be rock, it'll be any type of concert, but it will be international artists, so no Swedish artists in this one, because then I have to explain who these people are. And hopefully you know who these are. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone. I made a list last night, so we'll go through them. Okay, in place number 10, last year, 2017, Robbie Williams. I know. I mean, been listening to that guy for 20 years, even though maybe not so much in the last couple of albums, but if there's one thing he does is put on a great show. However, one of the reviewers for one of the big papers had this, well, it had this sentence: why did he start with Let Me Entertain You? That's one of his strongest songs. Why would he start with that? Because he always starts with that. You idiot! Moving on. Place number 9, someone who is very current right now, because this artist had a concert in the mighty Göransson Arena in the metropolis we call Sandviken just the other day. Britney Spears. I know. Did not expect that, did you? But we're talking the year 2000 in Copenhagen. And I went there with some army friends, and we were like, oh, this will be fun, you know, because she was really popular and stuff. But I wasn't prepared for how professional she was and what a great entertainer she was. She really kept the audience like this. I don't know what the show was like the other day in the mighty metropolis of Sandviken, but that was a cool show and we had a lot of fun. Number 8, 2017, Sweden Rock, Ian Hunter. Ahead of this gig at the festival, I asked a bunch of people, or I talked to a lot of people who were excited to see, and then they asked me, I was like, Ian Hunter, and they were like, who's that? And I'm like, Ian Hunter was the lead singer of Matt Opel, and especially, I mean, the songs from them, especially Roll Away the Stone, and of course, All the Young Dudes. I mean, that was a song I was like, whoa, written by David Bowie back in the day. So that was a really cool thing to hear that song live by the original singer. Spot number 7, 2017. 2017 was a good year for concerts. Plenty of those on the list. 2017 here in Stockholm, Lionel Richie. I know. Finally get to hear all those songs from the 80s and 90s, including We Are the World, and he was just fun to have on stage, and really enjoying being there. So, one of the legends, really. Place number 6. This artist also played that same arena a couple of 2 years ago, but I'm talking about the 2014 gig in Copenhagen by Elton John, where he did lots of my favorite songs, including Leave On and Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and also like Britney Spears, weird comparison. A great entertainer, and he's there to keep the audience happy, dancing, singing, and I really appreciate that with anyone on stage. 2017, Twisted Sister at Sweden Rock, the second time I've seen them. That was just a great show. I mean, that was just a great, amazing show. I met Dee Snider in 2013 at Sweden Rock, and we chatted a bit. He has his book, Shut Up and Give It a Mic, is really good. Just saying, it's really good. Number 4, 2007, London. Tim Friedman, lead singer of the Whitlams. I think that was my second time seeing him in London. He played at this old church, and it was just, I love that band. Ever since my friend Catherine in Australia gave me a mixed well, it wasn't, well, it was a burned CD of Eternal Nightcap, their 1997 album. Love that band. It's one of my favorites. Had one of their songs at our wedding, so that was a good time. We're in the top 3 now. In the bronze place from 1999 here in Stockholm, Barry White, and opening act Earth, Wind and Fire. Which is, I mean, it's like 2 concerts in 1. That was an amazing show. I actually handed in a written, like a written request for absence from the Navy to my commander, and reason for absence was Barry White. I still have that paper. I remember he saying, "You go see Barry White," he said. Great show. In the silver place, the last ever show on Old Wembley Stadium was the 1999 Bon Jovi concert. It was really warm. I think there were like 83,000 people. It was amazing. And just, you know, hearing all of those favorite songs live. I don't remember that much from the show. I remember a couple of songs because back then you didn't have any recording devices like you have now. But it was amazing. Then I saw them again in Stockholm the year after. Wasn't the same hype, you know. You know, you have these people like, oh, I'm going to see Bon Jovi, and anytime a band plays anything that isn't on the greatest hits album, people get all like, what song is this? I mean, when they played Wild as the Wind, I was like, oh my god. So that was a perk when you see them when they want to do other songs than just the basic ones. And number one in Copenhagen, 1997, on his 39th birthday, Michael Jackson. That story, when I get up from my bench in my classroom, I put the chair in like slowly, and I nod at the teacher because he already knows. And then someone was like, "Martin, where are you going?" And I turn around, I take out the tickets from my pocket, and I was like, "I'm gonna go see Michael Jackson." And then I left, and I was like, oh, I'm the coolest kid in the class. But yeah, seeing Michael was amazing. So incredibly amazing. Yeah, so those are my, what I can think of, my top 10 international artists that I've seen the entire show of, whether it be a concert or a festival gig. Which are your top 3 concerts that you've been to that you would rank like these are the 3 best moments I've had with an artist on stage? I would love to know that, because that's sort of in this mood of let's get to know each other thing. And of course I'm doing video every day August, so there was a new video yesterday and there will be a new video tomorrow. Bye.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. We are